I'm Lee Creekmore, and you're watching The View from Appalachia. We got some heavy rain here last night. I mean, it rained all night long. A downpour because the river is overflowing. The banks are not to be seen anymore because they're underwater right now at the river up the road here. And my driveway, as you can see here, stayed intact, which is really, really good, because I've had a lot of trouble with the driveway because on that hill, and I've gotten it graded before, and I've put gravel on it before, and when it come a heavy rain like that, some of the gravel would wash down, be gone. Then it did it again, more would be gone, and after 6 months to a year, it pretty much all be gone. Have to do it all over again. And I was putting on, the 1-inch gravel because it makes a smoother driveway, but it just wouldn't hold. It wouldn't hold at all. So this time I put on, bought 2-inch gravel to put on that driveway, and it's held pretty good. I still need to get a little more. Then I may get some of the 1-inch gravel to go over top of that to kind of fill in where the 2-inch gravel has space between, if they go together because they're not small enough. But if you put that 1-inch on it, it should make it pretty solid, like a concrete driveway pretty much, or pretty close to it. A lot cheaper price actually. So anyway, have you noticed how people want to think they're individuals? They want to think, and they really do think, in their mind, I believe, that they are one in a million. No one else in the world is like them. They're somehow special. And they might be, you might be, who knows? But majority of people, they're not. Majority of people, they want to be just like everybody else. They dress like everyone else. They act like everyone else. They want to do the same things everyone else does. They want to buy the same things everyone else does. They want to believe and act the same way everyone else does, and think they are somehow unique still yet. When in reality, they're just a cookie cutter of everyone else. No individuality at all, and it shows how easy people are to manipulate, to control through social structure and culture. So take friends, for example, and you'll see this especially with women. Friends, they'll have 4 or 5 lady friends. They'll hang out together, they'll talk. If you see one get the blue hair treatment, pink hair treatment, whatever it is, you'll see another one in the group do the same thing. And then probably the rest of them too. And they'll all be going around with blue hair and blue streaks and everything. Or maybe different colors because they want to be unique by making it a different color. But really, they're still getting the same. If one gets a tattoo, then they'll all get tattoos. At least 1 or 2 of them will in the friend group. Might not be the same tattoo, might not be in the same place, but it'll be a tattoo just the same. Because they want to be different with a different type of tattoo, but they're really just the same as the friend that got it beforehand. When one goes and buys a new pair, some new shoes, a new blouse, some new jewelry, you'll see the rest of them do the same thing. Because y'all want to be individual, but in reality, they're all alike. There's no difference at all. You can sit go to Walmart and just sit in the parking lot for a minute, or go in and do your shopping and pay attention. And people look alike. They have a lot of the same type clothes on. Of course, that's about impossible not to now because they're sold like inside Walmart. So your clothes look a lot alike, but people want to be alike. They want to dress alike. That's why you'll see just about everybody now has tattoos. If you want tattoos, that's great. It's your body, up to you. I don't have any at all. But if you notice, years ago, most people didn't have tattoos. There were a few people. They might have, one here, one over here, especially, military, people who've been in prison. They would have, some tattoos, but usually nothing like bikers could have, but usually nothing like they have now. Now they have them everywhere. They'll have them all over their arms, their neck, their head, their legs, completely covered up with tattoos because they want to be different. But everyone else has got tattoos too. Everyone else is the same way now. And that's how it works. They see other people doing something and they want to do the same thing. They may put it somewhere else. It may be, instead of a butterfly, it might be a songbird or whatever, a flower or something like that. Who knows what it's going to be? But they might put it somewhere else. You know, one gets a tramp stamp. The other might get one up here somewhere on her chest. Same way with, you know, guys will get tattoos and stuff too, seems like a lot of them do. Because y'all want to be different, but they're all just alike. It doesn't make any sense to me, but most people don't notice it. I've been thinking about that this morning, but how much alike people are. They go to the same places, they believe the same things, they go with the same trends, they care about the same culture, same TV shows, everything, and people don't want to be individuals. And if you're an individual and you're actually different than everyone else is, then people think you're strange or something like that. They want to look at you like you're a strange one because you're the one that's actually different. But in reality, you're just different. You're just you. And you don't care what these other people think. You don't care to be different. Everyone else gets tattoos. You're like, fine, that's great. I don't care. But you don't get covered up yourself. You don't get a bunch of tattoos yourself. When, just like all the piercings, you'll see the same thing with all these piercings and things. Men would get their ears pierced. It started out when I was younger. They would get one ear pierced. I think it was the left ear, I think it was. You can see, I never did. But, because I never cared about trans or being like everyone else. But they got their ears pierced. And it's supposed to be cool somehow. And that was way back when I was a teenager. And then later on, start seeing men having both ears pierced. Nose rings. They'll get the hair cut the same way. They will act the same way. I mean, people are so easily controlled through culture and manipulation. And most of them don't even know it. They don't even know it. They think they're going to be different. Hey, I'm an individual, I'm different. But they're like everyone else in their friend group, because they want to fit in. The same way with politics, the beliefs. They want to follow their political candidate, their political party. They don't want to be different. They don't want to rock the boat. Don't want to go against it, because they want to be part of the group. That's what a lot of it is. It's group think. It's group think. And that's what we see in churches. We see it in politics. They all want to believe the same thing. Even if they don't, they will pretend to. Or they'll convince themselves to believe and act the same way because they want to be included in that political group, that church group, that friend group. So they all try to look alike, try to act alike. They all acquiesce to each other. I don't get it myself. I get it in a way, but for me, I never really cared about what people thought. It's like with political stuff. I look at it, and I don't care if it's a Democrat, Republican. If it's shit, then it's shit. If I don't like something, I don't like it. It's because everyone else around me is doing it, bought it, has it, and I don't like it, I'm not going to do it. Because I don't care what they think. I don't care about trends. I don't care about all this stuff. I am me, and I've been the same way when I was growing up, when I was a teenager. You know, most teenagers run around all the time, doing all kinds of whatever everyone else is doing, all the partying and things like that, in the sports and everything, football, basketball. I never was. I was into boxing. I was into Shotokan karate, martial arts in general. I like to hunt. I like to trap. I was reading Kurt Saxon books, Ragnar Benson books. I was ordering books from Paladin Press when I was a teenager. So I was always different. I was always unique. And trying to find someone else that was into all the same things I was, and still am actually, was pretty much impossible. Because everyone wanted to be the same, and then I was different. And some of you may be the same way. If you were different growing up, if you're different now, let us know in the comments below. Have you noticed this? Have you noticed how friends, how people in groups especially, all want to be just alike, all dress alike, all act alike. And you know, if one goes out and buys something, the rest of them do the same thing. They go out and buy a new car, they'll do the same thing. If you notice, divorce happens a lot the same way. They will be a woman a wife decides to divorce her husband. And then next thing you know, within 6 months, someone else in the friend group did the same thing. She'll divorce her husband. I saw this a couple times in my life. There was 2 women that was married to 2 brothers. And one of those women found another man, got divorced from her husband, and of course the husband wasn't worth a crap. No way, the husband wasn't, because I knew him too. Wasn't worth anything anyway, but still, yeah, this just proves the point. She divorced him. She found another guy because she should have got divorced first, but she didn't. She found another guy because the husband wasn't worth a crap. But she waited till she found another guy and divorced her husband, and then her best friend, who was married to the husband's brother, within about 6 months, she divorced him too. So they both divorced. So they both got divorced and divorced both brothers. Granted, both brothers weren't worth much as far as men go. They like to do all kinds of drugs and drink and run around and cheat and all that stuff like that too. Alcoholics and stuff wouldn't work half the time, so they needed to be divorced. But they stayed married. The women did until one of them found another man and left. I gave her the courage to leave, I guess. And then her friend, who was married to the guy's brother, got divorced also in about 6 months. So that's the way it usually works a lot of times too. Divorces happen like that. They buy new houses too. They want to upgrade everything if someone else in the friend group does. Have you noticed this? If you have, it's in the comments below. Anyway, it's just one of those rambling videos. I just got back home a minute ago, and somebody down here in a red truck over there, looks like. If you can see it or not over there. But anyway, what he's doing sitting there in the road. But just got home about 10 minutes ago, grabbed the camera and started yakking. So it's one of those videos where I yak. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video, hopefully.